In this video, we will see how to use a front-load washing machine to wash your clothing. So, first of all, I take all of my clothing and I put it into the washing machine. But I put only the clothing, not those towel and those kind of things. Just my clothing. And all of it. Just all right inside. So, once this is done, I'm gonna use something special just to add a bit more freshness into it. And this is with that. It's just little things that you have to throw inside the washing machine. By the way, if you want to use those products, you can use the link in the description to order it. Then shut the door and open this little drawer. This is where we're gonna put our soap. I'm personally using a liquid detergent, which is right there. So all you have to do is to put it right here. You don't need to put too much. It is just enough like that. And if it doesn't flow enough, you can open this little cap over here. Then you could also use those pods. If you want to pay more to do your laundry, well, you can use that. Some people will tell you to throw it into the washing machine. Please don't do that. Thing is that your washing machine have a rinse cycle, so basically it will just go away with the rinse cycle and you will no longer have soap on the washing state. So there's a special place right here where you can put it. Put one if you have a small load, or two if you have a big load. Then, very important, you have to, well, shut that drawer, of course. But you also have to open your water valve. They may look like this, or they may look like this. Look at the arrow on the valve to make sure you turn it on or off. Then, next step will be to turn on the washing machine and select your washing cycle. Personally, for my clothing, I put it to normal, but I could also put it to active wear. Then we're going to choose the temperature. Personally, for my clothing, I put it to warm, but you could also put it to cool. I would avoid hot. I reserve those kind of washing for towels and those kind of things. Then soil, so how bad your clothing is dirty. Personally, for this one, I'm gonna use solid soil. This is sport gear, and it stinked. So, yeah, for this one. Then spin, I always set it to max. The reason is that it will spin a lot, and at the end, it will just be a bit humid. No more soak, so it will dry faster. Avoid this if you have something that is fragile. And then you have a couple of other options, and you have the pods option, which will add 5 minutes just to make it dissolve. Once you're ready, press start and just wait for your machine to clean everything. See you back in 2 hours. So now everything is done, everything is clean. I take all of it out of the washing machine. And don't wait for too long before doing this because everything is humid. So if you leave it there, well, it will stink and you're gonna have to wash it again. You will see that over here, there might remain a bit of water. With my machine, I don't have to do anything with that. I just don't shut the door and it dry in the next few hours. Turn off the washing machine. Don't forget to also shut the valve to avoid a potential water leak. And, well, hang your clothing. That's it. I hope this was helpful.